I had a dream one time when I was first starting out in spiritual work, which is pretty good realization. I'd like to share it with you a little bit. It was called, I named most of my dreams in order to help get the mood for them. And this dream was called the double head. In the dream, I saw that I was growing another head on top of the one I've already got. Put another one right up there and live in it. This second head was where I was doing my spiritual work. You could also call this the Ego 1, Ego 2 game, where the ego splits itself in two and calls the part that it separates from ego. So the ego is saying, that stuff over there, that guy over there, he's ego, that was ego, and I'm going to kill off that ego and work on that. This tricks us into enabling the ego to stay in power while we work in our imagination. We work in the secondary head. We manufacture this head starting when we're little. We might need it as an escape from childhood traumas, and we also find that it's a great adventure. The ego can run around and do things in the imagination up there. This is very much encouraged when we're little. The sad thing is that we find later on in spiritual work that we can't move. We're not making any real progress. We may be told this by a teacher. We may see it after years of struggle. And we find we've been engaging in endless analytics, working in our imagination, trying to solve all the problems of our personality with the personality. Ego working on ego. This doesn't work. We need a higher level from which to work. As long as we're in the imagination, in the invented head, then we can't get a clear picture. We can't see beyond our ego's propensity to make up problems so that it can then solve them. And it's always raising the bar on us, creating more and more complicated scenarios that we have to then fix and escape from. The way out of this is to stop running around in our imagination and to face up to what we're actually thinking and doing in the moment through this funny thing called self-observation. Trying to watch ourselves, and not watch ourselves from a judging position or a critical position to say, oh, I'm doing that again, I'm being a bad person, or to praise ourselves and say that, oh, look at me, I'm special, I'm doing spiritual work. I'm exaggerating here on purpose in order to describe this a little better, but you can see what I'm talking about if you just watch yourself from an unbiased, uncritical position. That's coming down into the first head. From there, which is a more real position, you can watch the second head and therefore separate. This is how to start the real process of self-inquiry, which might be called productive thinking rather than ego thinking. This doesn't solve everything right away. It could be years of trying to practice this self-observation before your intuition might pick up on how you're fooling yourself. But if you can sit in the quiet and not be afraid, that's a good start. Then take that quiet out into the world in your day-to-day life and use it to watch yourself. Watch your moods. Look at what's happening to you every moment of the day without being afraid or without wanting to escape, without wanting to pat yourself on the back. These quiet moments can give you a separation from yourself from reacting, from the world. Soon you'll find that it's quite pleasant, and you may even start to drop into what I call the listening attention. Then the world will become not so threatening, and something inside of you might have a chance to get through. You can get out of the secondary head into the first head and even drop into the chest and the heart. God might have a chance to find you again and give you a hand.